Alright, so what's good, everybody? This is the one on GM, and we're gonna reach the patch notes live on stream right now. So let's get it. We got new stuff in the Tekken shop. You're gonna get 100 Tekken coins for free. You're gonna get some premium that allows you to get 600 coins on top of the 700. Leo got a new costume, Leo costume 1. Revival costume, I'm guessing that's the old joint. Revival set for Bryan. Bryan costume 1 and 2, override A and B. They got a special Tekken deal with special prices. Rank match will be made. Changes will be made to rank reset and rank points increase decrease system to create a fairer competitive environment. Matching specifications will also be revised to improve matchmaking speed. You guys can hear me, right? Or is the game too loud? Let me know if the game is too loud or y'all can't hear me. Starting rank for season 3 will be determined based on the highest rank achieved at the end of season 2. Main characters will be reset by up to 4 ranks. Will Brawler? Damn, if you Brawler, you going back to 6 Dan as the minimum. Sub characters have their ranks determined individually for each character. To commemorate the rank reset, 2 special title plates will be awarded. A title plate displaying the highest rank achieved in season 2. Season 2 comparative plate. Rank point gain loss. The rank point system will be updated as follows. The rank point thresholds required for promotion demotion will be adjusted. That's good. That should take too long. The amount of rank points gained or lost per match will be adjusted accordingly. Promotion bonuses will now always be granted upon promotion. Promotion bonuses will apply up to the next rank below God of Destruction. Good. Rank point bonuses granted during win streaks will be adjusted. Win streak bonuses will apply up to rank below Bushin. A revenge bonus will now grant additional rank points when winning a rematch after losing a match. Oh really? Also, they blessing you if you lose a match and then win the rematch. Demotion conditions will be adjusted. Players will not be demoted unless they lose 2 consecutive matches. Even if their rank points fall below the demotion threshold. Oh, you gotta lose 2 in a row to get demoted now. In that case, rank points will remain at the minimum value for the ranking without triggering demotion. Losing a game from that state will decrease rank points and trigger demotion. The rank point modification system introduced in version the one we're gonna get. Sub-character rank adjustments. Timing and target rank for automatic sub-character rank increase will be revised to reduce mismatching in players' skill levels. Matching will now be based on the rank of the character currently being used. When matching with characters ranked God of Destruction 100 or higher, rank differences within one will be treated as the same rank to expand the matchmaking range. Oh, that's OD. So they're gonna treat like one below you like the same rank. For example, performed by God of Destruction 1. Under the same rank restriction, matchmaking will include God Destruction 1, 2, and 3. Yo, that's OD. So if you God 1, you're gonna match up with God 1, 2, and 3. That's OD. That means you're gonna fight all the sweats at God of Destruction. Good luck to y'all GODs, man. The default value for rank restriction will change to +2. Detailed information regarding rank point increase or decrease will be displayed on the result screen after rank matches. Quick match. The default cursor position in the matchmaking circle filter will be changed from rank restriction to confirm. Additional minor improvements will be made to matching speed. All online matches. The time required before menus become operable on the result screen after online matches will be reduced. Players will be able to restart practice while switching characters' position. The opening and closing speed of the menu will be improved. 10 additional slots will be added to shared customization. That's good, because there's fucking barely any in that shit. A swap option will be added to slot operations. Player customization. Multiple customization can now be slots. No spoilers in the chat, please, man. Just wait. So saved player customization will be switched during character selection and quick select. Y'all be spoiling shit too much. The health guard from each player's customization settings will be displayed during replay and spectate modes. The display can be turned off from options. Season 3 online ranking will be collected and made available for viewing. Season 3 match records will now be collected available for viewing. Playable characters. Character move behavior fixes and balance adjustments. Based on Tekken 8's core gameplay philosophy and refined balance policy, the following balance adjustments have been made. Adjustments that respect each character's concept, strengths, and weaknesses while preventing excessive performance gap between characters. In version 3.0, the strengths and weaknesses and distinct advantages of every character were reviewed. Adjustments were made with the goal of creating a battle experience in which each character's individuality can be felt more clearly with neutral interactions and mind games. Re-evaluation of risk and reward across game systems and character unique mechanics. During the Season 2 updates, gradually revisions were made to address excessive frame advantage situations and disproportionately high reward. This direction has been continued in version 3.0, with adjustments focused particularly on the heat system and character-specific power states, such as Claudio Starburst. Alright, so characters are finally gonna have strengths and weaknesses. Revisions of the relationship between unique powered up states and the heat system, it was changed so that when heat ends, character-specific power states are also removed. That's great. That means installs are gone. As a result, situations in which powered up states could be maintained for an extended duration by using heat as a starting point have been reduced. Revisions of wall splat properties caused by heat smash. For characters who heat smash previously triggered wall splat, the behavior was unified so that the wall splat is no longer triggered by heat smash. That's good. As a result, situations where heat smash will lead to excessive advantage in post-war scenarios have been reduced. Improvements in air combos. The issue where air combos become excessively longer when a heat engager was landed as a grounded hit and then followed by heat dash was addressed. A word? The previous system where the opponent airborne distance was reduced under these conditions was removed, and the behavior was adjusted to match that of a standard air combo. In addition, the damage scaling for combos under these conditions was changed from 60% to 70%, aiming to strike a better balance. That's crazy. Alright, we already read all of this. Balance. When a counter hit... Alright. Let me see. Okay. Oh yeah. When a counter hit causes the opponent's behavior to change, the side counter hit behavior has been adjusted to match the front counter hit behavior. Power up state. The following characters who can stock a power up state, the power state will now be removed when he ends. Affected characters: Asuka, Bryan, Claudio, Jack 8, Leo, Safina, and Fahkumram. Yes, fuck all you bitch ass characters. Get out of here. Heat dash. Remove the unique knockback scaling that was applied on hit. Previously, only heat dash allowed for longer than normal air combos, but moving forward, the behavior will be similar to air combos when performed outside of heat dash. Adjusted the grounded hit damage scaling for 60 to 70%. Rage art. Changed so that if the opponent hits during 1 through 7 frames will now count as a counter hit. Oh, that's crazy. You're gonna get hit by a counter hit. Rage art? That's ham. Knockback that recovers backwards. Dragunov's running 2 on normal hit. To reduce situations where it would fail to wall splat, increase the number of frames that trigger the wall splat by 2 frames. Sliding knockdown. Jin's 444. To reduce situations where it will fail to wall splat, increase the number of frames triggered. Asuka and Feng's. He engages that wall splat. To reduce situations where it will fail to wall splat, increase the number of frames that trigger wall splat. Note, there are no changes in the behavior when the following moves hit. Alisa 1+2, Anna's 4-4-3-2, Asuka's down 2, Claudio's up 4-2, Clive's 4-2-2-2, Dragunov's 4-3-1+2, Feng's back turn 2, Kuma's back 1+2, Lars 1-1-1, Leo's Fubo 1+2, Lili 2-1, Reina down 4-2-1 into 4-3, and Safina's down 4-3-1 into down 4-1. Adjust this so that the buttons can now override movements inputs even if the command was buffered. Buffering inputs at the start of the round. Heat burst. Fix an issue where in certain situations following up on air hit with heat dash will cause the opponent to remain airborne, allowing an unattended air combo instead of entering the knockdown state. So that was a glitch. Elevating an issue where the positional relationship with opponent becomes different than intended when used near the wall. To improve controls, inputting up, back, and back will now result in a backwards walk instead of a back jump. The hell? That's kind of weird. Excluding characters that have unique actions assigned to up, back, back. Tornado. Fix an issue with triggering a tornado near a wall could result in unintended behavior. Low tornado. Fangs down, back, forward. Fix an issue when an opponent with their back on the wall follow-up attacks will sometimes fail to connect only against Dragunov, Victor, and Fahkumram. Strong arrow spin, up 4-3. Fix an issue where a right side ukame cannot be performed. Wake up kick and low mid up kick. Fix an issue when inputting a move during a side roll, the character will sometimes attack the opposite direction. Alright, you ready for the character changes? Alright, character time. Alright, so let's start with Alisa. Alisa is a character who excels at offense, utilizing destructive form and has strong lateral movement. In version 3.0, we focus on expanding her roots into destructive form. Together with the addition of new moves, these adjustments are intended to make it easier to build offense pressure centered around that's crazy because they already did it. So like, you already could go ham, but they want you to go more ham in Chainsaw. She has a new move, up forward, up back 1. This is a mid attack that can hit opponents who are down while transition into destruction form. It has low risk on block, and on hit provides frame advantage that makes it easier to apply offense from stance. It allows you to pressure to the opponent's wake up depending on the situation. New routes to destructive form. We have made it easier to transition to destructive form by allowing 1+2 to be input after 4 or back to 4. The adjustment enables smoother transitions in the stance from multiple routes. Also, they buffed her then. They made it more easier for her to go than the chainsaws now. That's rough. Up back 1. Add a new move shortcut. Standing 4. Standing 4 into 1+2 now transitions into chainsaws. Yo, that's her homie move, bro. That standing 4, her homie move goes into chainsaws now. That's mad OD. Yeah, 4. That homes, bro. That's crazy, bro. That she could do the homie move and into chainsaws now and hit. That's OD. Back to 4. New move. Now transition into destructive form. What the hell is back to 4 1+2? What the hell is that? The distance from the opponent on hit has been reduced. Doing heat. Adjusted so that on whiff the move can no longer transition into boot, do boot, or destruct. That's good. That's good. That means, yo, when she does her heat smash, guys, she doesn't automatically go into boot, do boot, or destruction form. That's a W. That's a W, because that shit was cheap. That she do her heat smash and she goes instantly into a mix-up. 2-2. Adjust the starter frames. Yeah, this man is hitting me up. Hold up. 2-2. Adjusted the starter frames of the second attack from 20 to 35 to 18 to 35. Damn, that shit is slow now. Up forward 3+4. Adjusted the collision detection to mitigate the issues of swapping positions with the opponent. Doing boot 3 and doing boot 3. Expand the hurt box. Every situation with certain attacks with a whiff. Doing backup 1+2. Fixed an issue where it was not possible to perform a move via buffered input. Previously move has ended. Oh, so she got, okay, so Alisa got buffed. No, I don't see no nerfs. Besides, the only nerf she got was her heat smash not going into those stances anymore. But she got nothing but buffs. So if y'all guys thought she was top tier, y'all gonna hate her even more now. Okay, let's see Armor King now. Armor King is a character who excels at mixing strikes and throws with a neutral game focus on mid-range exchanges. Version 3.0, we have expanded his options primarily when air combos and while adjusting the damage of existing moves and revisiting several frequently used techniques. Down back 3+4, new move. Adding a new move to supplement close range options. By taking advantage of his crouching status properties, it allows for easy adaptation to the opponent's actions during close quarter engagements. While maintaining the usability of the frequent use 4-2-4-1, adjustments have been made to make it easier to incorporate 4-1+2, down 3 into 1, doing bad Jaguar, and doing bad Jaguar 2-3. These changes made it easier to choose routes based on the distance from the wall. So they made his wall carry easier, and they gave him a new move from crouching out for his crouching status properties. Okay, a new move to make his close range. Down back 3+4, added a new move with Shadow Force. 3+4 into 1. Damage for the second hit has been decreased. Okay, it does less damage now. 4-3-2-1. Change the damage from 12, 13, 22 to 9, 12, 19. Okay, so they reduced because that move is too good. So they nerfed the damage. The behavior of the opponent on hit or counter hit has been changed. I wonder what it does on counter hit because it used to launch before. Increase both characters' recovery time by 1 frame. So I'm guessing it doesn't launch anymore, which is good because that joint was too cheap. Forward 1+2. Change the damage from 21 to 22. That's like barely a change. Down 3+4 into 1. The damage for the second hit has been decreased from 12 to 13. Doing heat. His heat smash. Fix an issue with a move near the wall. Certain attacks from an opponent will become guaranteed. 3-4-1. Adjusted the collision direction to mitigate the issue of swapping positions with the opponent in certain situations. Down 4-2. The character now turns towards the opponent on counter hit. I don't know what that means. Down 4-2 counter hit? So it doesn't combo anymore? I don't get it. Because didn't he combo after down 4-2 counter hit? 444. Adjusted the pushback interaction when absorbing an opponent's attack to reduce situations where opponents move with unintentionally with. While standing 2, doing back 1+3 or back 2+4. Fix an issue with true dark smash. Could sometimes fail to execute when landing on counter hit. Fix an issue where it was not possible to perform a move via buff. So he got like buff nerf. 4-3-2-1 doesn't combo anymore. That's a big change for him, because Army King players, they will literally just do 4-3-2 through 4-3-2 through 4-3-2 till you try to punish it and then launch it. So that's like a nerf and a buff. That's a nerf though, because they use that move a lot, like a lot. So now you don't need to worry about eating a full combo. Okay, Anna. Anna is a character who excels at mix-ups using mid-low attacks from crouching, as well offense that takes advantage of the reach granted by weapons. In version 3.0, we have added new moves to stabilize her post-air combo situations, while also revealing certain moves whose performance was overly strong, adjusting the balance between risk and reward. New moves: 1-2 up 4 1+2, 2 up 4 1+2, and down 4 3-2 up 4 1+2. Added a new high attack that can be used during air combos. It is designed with a focus on wall carrying performance, making it easier to reliably reach the wall even in situations where distance management during combos was particularly difficult. Really, she had trouble doing wall carry? I wouldn't notice because how cheap she was. The move also interrogates smoothly into existing air combo routes, allowing for flexible choices depending on the situation. New move, down 1+2. This is a low attack with crouching. Why does she need a low attack with crouching status? Taking advantage of the range provided by her weapon attacks, it has been added as a new move that can apply pressure from mid-range. So she has a new low that she smacks you with her rocket in your feet. Why would they give her that, bro? Yeah, mid-range low is OD, bro. Big ass rocket. It provides a new option for mid-range engagements, serving as both a poke and a starting point for offense. That's crazy. Revisiting the existing moves, we have adjusted the performance of certain moves that previously offered disproportionately high reward, including while crouching down 4-2 as one of the main examples. Down for 1+2, added new move Poker's Misfortune. 1-2 up 4 1+2, added new move Left Right Fried Love. Weird. 2 up 4 1+2, added new move Quick Fried Love. Down forward 3-2 up 4 1+2, added new move Creep Fried Love. 2 with Anna. The behavior on counter hit has been aligned with that of normal hits, so her standing 2 does a regular stuff that the normal hit one does. Down forward 1-2-4. Adjust the opponent's behavior on counter hit for the second hit to match that of a normal hit. That shit don't give that fool stupid stun no more, bro. The down forward 1-2-4. Adjust the opponent's behavior on counter hit for the third to match that of a normal hit. That's good. That means on counter hit, bro, down forward 1-2-4, it just makes you fly, bro. Before, that shit was too good. Down back 4. Change the opponent's status. Stay on hit from standing. Oh, nah. Oh, that's a buff. Change the opponent's state on hit from standing to crouching. Oh, that's a buff. Oh, that's a buff. That when she hit you with that cheap ass fast low, you in crouching now. The only good thing though is that on counter hit, it doesn't knock you down anymore. On counter hit, it just hits you. But that's a nerf and a buff. So on counter hit, she don't get the knockdown. But on hit, it keeps you in crouch. Yeah, they nerfed the counter hit at least. That's good. 4-4-2. The behavioral opponent on hit has changed. I'm guessing 4-4-2 doesn't knock you down anymore. So that's another nerf. While crouching down forward 1. The opponent's recovery time when blocking has reduced by 2 frames. The advantage on block has been changed from -10 to -12. Really? That shit was -10? The hitbox has been reduced. While crouching down forward 2. Adjusted the tracking and hit detection to make it easier to evade with lateral movement. Okay, so you can step down forward 2 better. Doing hammer chance. 1. Increase the recovery time on whip by 5 frames. During heat, up forward 3-1. Fix an issue where if the first trigger the balcony break, the heat time will be consumed. 4-forward 3-3. Corrected the timing at which crouching status begins. It was incorrectly started at 1 frame, now has been changed to 25. Chaos adjustment 3+4. Adjusted the collision detection with opponent to reduce the occurrence of whiffing for certain moves. Quarter forward what? Adjusting the collision detection with the opponent to make it more difficult to slip under falling opponents by extending the collision upward. That seems like she didn't get nerfed too hard, to be real with you. What's up, Chris? Thanks for that sub. She ain't getting nerfed that hard. She got nerfed, but like not nerf, you know? Like she's still playable. This is the character we want to look at, Asuka. Asuka is a character who excels at mind games using reversal and status techniques, leveraging cancels and delays to keep opponents guessing. In version 3.0, we have reduced her overly high air combo damage and direct mix-up strength, while making adjustments that allow her to play to better utilize the unique style of tactical exchanges that define Asuka play. New move, up forward 1+2, up back 1+2. This is a mid attack that is effective at catching the opponent's sidestep to the left. Oh, she got a new tracking tool. It can be cancelled or returned to crouching, though its startup is somewhat slow. After the cancel, using back 1+3 or 2+4 or back 4 helps suppress the opponent's attempt to retaliate, making it effective then to go for mix-ups with 1+2 and down 1+2 once they become hesitant to respond. Oh no. Oh no. That new mind game. Yo, you know what's crazy? We don't want to guess between 1+2 and down 1+2. And now she got a new move that's going to force us to guess between that, because she could finish the string and cook us. Behavior improvements, 4-4-2. Now hits opponents more reliably when they sidestep to the right. So 4-4-2 got better tracking now. We have also resolved an issue with the axis with shift on hit, making it difficult to maintain offense pressure. Additionally, after a counter hit, with crouching down forward 2, follow-up attacks now connect more consistently. Oh, she getting buffs. New move, down, up back 1+2, up back 1+2 down, up back 1+2 back. Moji Orochi, down back 1+2. You can now gain Nana Gusto from down back 1+2. Oh, that's her high crushing launcher, bro. Isn't that her high crushing? What's down back 1+2 with her? What is that move? Down back 1+2. She could get installed after that. I don't know what move that is. 1-4-2 down 4. The fourth hit of White Heroine. The low parry launch. Oh wow! The low parry launch gets an install. Wow. The fourth hit of her White Heroine lower dance can now be canceled into crouch. Oh, Seiji Bob is gonna love this. Back 4-2 and back 3-2. Adjust the opponent's behavior on down hit. Down 1+2, change the damage from 10 to 17, reduce the opponent's recovery on hit by 8 frames. Lower the damage on down 1+2. Down 3+4, change the damage from 520 to 515. 4-4-2, adjust the tracking forward to make it likely to hit opponent sidestepping to the right. So they increased her tracking on 4-4-2. Why would they do that? Running 1+2, change the damage from 27 to 24. While crouching, hold down 4-3. The startup attack has been changed from 26 to 29 frames. Oh, they made that shit mad slow. That's good. That move is mad cheap. Adjust the chip damage on block from 12 damage to 6. The distance between the player and the opponent on block has been increased. Okay, so she can't just loop you with down 4-3 hold anymore. And that shit is slower. Nana Gusto, 1+2, up for 1+2. The damage scaling on aerial hit has been changed from 50 to 40%. Doing Nana Gusto, running 1+2, change the damage from 30 to 26. While standing 1+2, while 1+2 or while standing 1. Expand the downward hitbox to reduce unintended whiffs. Crouching 3+4-3, increase the distance from the opponent on a down hit from the first hit. Crouching down 4-2. The distance from the opponent on counter hit has been reduced. Reduce the opponent's recovery time on counter by 8 frames and adjusted the frame advantage on counter hit from +25 to +17. Although moves will start up at 17 frames will still function as grounded combos, the display frame advantage of 25 made this interaction difficult to understand, so it has been adjusted. I'm be real, chat. She didn't really get nerfed. I'm like damage nerfs and shit, but she didn't really get nerfed from what I read. She's still gonna be top tier, it looks like. But we don't know how bad her damage output is gonna be. But it still seems like she's gonna be still mad good. I hope I'm wrong though. Okay, Azucena. Azucena is a character who excels at applying pressure through tricky movement combined with stance transitions, keeping opponents off balance as she attacks. In version 3.0, we have expanded her offense options in neutral, while also making adjustments to help her respond more effectively to opponents' lateral move. New move, sidestep 4. Added a new low attack with crouching stats that can be formed from a sidestep by leveraging its transition into a crouching state. It more easily leads into follow-up attacks such as while razzing 1, as well as offensive options like while staying 3 and while crouching down 4. Addition of tools to suppress lateral movement. Adjusted tracking on 4 and 4-3 to make them effective against lateral movement. Also, she's buffed. Additionally, the startup of 4-3 has been revised, making it easier to use as a defensive counterattack. Added new move, doing sidestep 4, mowing kick. 4. Adjusted the tracking forwards to more likely hit opponents sidestepping to the left. 4-3. The startup attack has been changed from 18 to 17 frames, or they made her knee faster. Adjusted the tracking point to make it more likely hitting opponents sidestepping to the right. The attack has been reduced to mitigate the unintended occurrence of whiffing, hitting opponents who are behind you. Forward 1+2. The behavior of the opponent on hit has been altered to allow for okimezi. Also, okay, so her punch parry, she gets more oki now. Down forward 1, 4, 1, 2. But the behavior of opponent on hit has been altered to allow for ground combo. Oh wow. 3, 2. The behavior of the opponent on counter has been altered to allow for ground combo. Damn, bro. 4, 4, 4. Change the damage from 21 to 25. Damn. Heat. Yeah, heat smash. Expand the hurt box on whiff, elevating the situation with certain attacks with whiff. Adjust the collision detection on whiff to mitigate an issue on unintentional being able to evade the opponent's attacks. Heat. Back 1, 1, 2 forward, back 2 forward, and Liberator 1, 2 forward. Enhance the tracking on both hit and block. Fixing the issue when transitioning the Liberator could cause the character to turn away from the opponent. Liberator 1+2. Reduce instances where the move would cause the character to be in a back turn position on grounded hit, and the move tracking after activation has been strengthened. A running 3-2. The track capability of the second hit has been enhanced. Yo, mind you, they nerfed that shit in season 1, and now they rebuffed it again. The tracking capability of the second hit has been enhanced on her running move, and mitigating the occurrence of whiffing midway through. That's crazy. Down 4-4. The attack hitbox has been reduced to mitigate unintended occurrences of opponents who are behind. Yo, she got buffed a lot, Azucena, bro. Yeah, she got nothing but buffs, bro. Azucena might be a top dog this season. Y'all better be careful with Asu. Yeah, she got buffed a lot, man. That's a lot of buffs, man. The Go Army's gonna be happy. Alright, let's look at Bryan. Bryan is a character who excels at restricting the opponent's movement with strong pressure tools, while aiming for counter hits by timing his responses to the opponent's retaliation. In version 3.0, we have adjusted his moves, particularly those that gain properties while holding snake eyes, to better balance their risk and reward, refining his overall set of neutral game options. New move, doing sidestep 2-1. Made it possible to cancel the second hit while performing, doing sidestep, doing 2-1 back, allowing easy adaptation based on the situation. Why would they give him a cancel for? Adjustment makes it more practical option to incorporate into neutral play. So motherfuckers is gonna be like, sidestep 2-1 cancel, 2-1 cancel, 2-1 cancel. Oh shit, 2-1 into heat. Reversing the certain moves when Snake Eyes activate. For the move doing Snake Eyes, 4-2-1-2, 3-2. I hate that move. Is eventually options intended to become 2 sided. So adjustments have been made to allow offense and defensive to shift more easily. For doing Snake Eyes, time with the opponent 4-1+2. We have increased the amount of heat timer consumed and adjusted the opponent's behavior on hit to reduce his overall reward. Sidestep 2-1 with Bryan. The second attack can now be cancelled doing sidestep with 2-1 back. Reduces the recovery of the first hit by 4 frames. Increasing frame range on hit from +1 to +5. Damn. Reduce the opponent's recovery on block for the first attack by 4 frames. There's no change to the frame advantage. Reduce the input window for the second by 3 frames. Modify the opponent's behavior on blocking of the second hit. Change the frame advantage on block from -5 to -9. Reduce the distance of the opponent on block for the second attack. Bryan's down 4. Adjusted collision detection, reducing the distance between characters on hit and block. Adjusted the hurt box and distance from the opponent to block to reduce certain situations where certain attacks would whiff unintentionally. Back 3-1+2. The behavior of the opponent on counter hit has been changed. Oh, so back 3 into 1+2, I'm guessing no more combo? Back 4. Modify the opponent's behavior when hit from behind. Up forward 1. Adjust the opponent's behavior on down hit. Up forward 2-2-2-2-3. Adjust so that when the first hit or second hit lands as a front facing or side hit, the opponent now turns to face the attacker. Taunt. Increase the distance from the opponent on a down hit. Remove the special extended input buff the window that made doing heat easier to connect as multiple hits. Oh, whoa. Remove the special extended input. So what that means? That means taunting to heat smash is gone, or it's harder to do? I don't get this. Remove the special extended input buffer window that made doing heat 2+3 easier to connect as multiple hits. Don't tell me they took that shit out, bro. Oh, it's harder to do. Okay. Oh, it's harder? That's a W. Cause these bum ass Bryans with no execution has been able to just do that shit like nothing. The behavior of the opponent on hit has been changed during side step 1. Snake Eyes 4 2 1 2 3 2. The consumption of remaining heat has been changed from 15 to 210 frames. 150 to 210. The recovery time on the third hit on block and whiff has been changed by 5 frames, and the frame advantage on block has been changed to 2 to 7 frames. The opponent's recovery time when blocking the fourth hit has been reduced by 7 frames, and the frame advantage on block has been changed from -3 to -10. Okay, so the fourth hit is punishable now, and the third hit is -7 now. Oh wow, that's great. The opponent's recovery time. So the fourth hit is punishable now. The opponent's recovery time when blocking the fifth kick is now -13 now. Reduces distance on block on the fifth attack. Reduce the hitbox size of the fourth and fifth attacks only when the opponent is behind the character. Mitigating cases where these would potentially if opponent's positioned to the rear. Bryan, up forward 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 3. Adjusted so that when the first or second hit lands as a front facing or side hit, the opponent now turns to face the attacker. Increase the distance between the opponent and the attacker when the sixth hit connects as an anti-air hit. Alright. Snake Eyes, a 4/4 1+2. I hate that move. That's that parry bull. The consumption of remaining heat has been changed from 240 to 300. Okay, more heat. Change the chip damage on block from 14 to 10. Snake Eyes. Doing Snake Eyes time the opponent with 4/4 1+2. The barrier on the opponent on hit has been changed. Oh, so that shit does something else. 4/4 1+2 now. And it takes away more heat. Doing Sasa 1+2, the damage got from 20 to 23, and chip damage got removed on Sasa 1+2. 4/3. The attack's hitbox has been reduced to mitigate the unintended occurrence of hitting opponents who are behind you. Down forward 4. The hitbox has been standing downward, elevating instance of whiffing. While standing 2, fix an issue with the move. Could incorrectly transition to a throw on air hit. Slitter step 4-1. Adjusted the hitting section. Swapping positions with the opponent. Let's look at Claudio. Claudio is a character who controls a neutral game with strong mid and high range duos, while applying the distinctive offense through the use of starbursts. Version 3.0 system-wide adjustment made it more difficult to maintain starbursts, as a new move has been adjusted to allow him another option to gain starbursts. Additionally, we have adjusted the feel and usability of his core moves to help him better showcase his unique characteristics. Yo, Mr. Chan, thank you with that sub. Up back 2 added the mid attack orbit slice, which gains starbursts on hit. It serves as an easy to use option for gaining starbursts during neutral, and near the wall hit, it can be utilized alongside doing side step 4. The hell? So he got a new mix-up with side step 4, allowing players to choose between them depending on the situation. So he got a new mix-up. That's crazy. Adjustments have been made to 4-3+4 to improve its usability, as the situation which could apply were previously quite limited. So he got a new mix-up with side step 4. That's crazy. Additionally, because Claudio is a character who primarily relies on mid and high range attacks, we have revised the low attack during side step 4, which is intended to be overly restrict the opponent's options in certain situations. Along these changes, several other moves that had notably effects in specific scenarios have also been reviewed to maintain overall balance. Up back 2, new move orbit slice, 4-3+4, adjust the opponent's behavior on block and change the frame advantage on block from -8 to -4. And now it does chip damage. I don't even know what move that is. Adjusted the tracking performance to make it more likely to hit opponent's side 7 to the right, so it tracks now. The distance from the opponent on hit has been reduced, and changed the opponent's behavior on aerial hit. Up forward 2, the starburst attack has been changed from 21 to also it's faster now. Expand the attack hitbox downward. As a result of the above adjustment, the move is now easier to evade with lateral movement. Okay, so it got buffed but nerfed. You can step it more. Down forward 3-1. The opponent's recovery time when blocking has been reduced by 2 frames. The advantage on block has been changed from -12 to -14. Okay, down forward on 1-3 is more unsafe now. Back 3-3. Inclusive recovery on block by 2 frames. Adjust the frame rate on block from -10 to -12. Okay, that's a nerf. Reduce the tracking on back 2-3. Sasa 4. Oh, Sasa 4 on counter hit don't knock you down no more, guys. That's a W. Cause screw that move, right? So Sasa 4 no counter hit knockdown. Up forward 3 into 2. Enhance the tracking on the second hit when connects as an air hit. Reducing instances where the third hit will whiff. Yo, am I bugging or did Claudio get buffed? Am I bugging or is Claudio buffed? He got buffed. This motherfucker ain't getting nerfed. He literally got buffed, bro. Yeah, that shit. I didn't read no nerfs. I read like 1 nerf with Sasa 4, and down forward, and that other move is more punishable. Yeah, it looked like he got buffed. All right, let's look at Clive. I hope you got buffed because Clive UOD. Clive is a character who dominates mid to long range combat with his far-reaching weapon attacks and wide variety of techniques that draw upon his dominant power. His playstyle is defined by the use of his unique Zansetsu. In version 3, we made overall adjustments to the character, including changing Zansetsu, aligned with new added abilities. We also revised some of his techniques that perfectly often exceptionally high performance. New move. Yo, why every new move is up back 2? Y'all noticed that, right? Every new move is literally up back 2. We added a new technique that recreates the Wicked Wheel from the original game. This move has a unique property. When the opponent blocks it, they are knocked back, significantly creating distance. By taking advantage of this properly, Clive can shift the situation from point blank range into mid combat when he excels. Improves Zangetsu guard management. We increased the amount of Zangetsu guard gained from several guards building actions, specifically 1-2 and 4-4-2 and Wild Rise and 1-2. The adjustment is aimed at allowing players to accumulate guards more smoothly. Additionally, the damage values from Zangetsu level 3, level 5 have been adjusted aligned with the changes to guards. Add a new move, Wicked Wheel. Doing Phoenix, 4-4. Giga Flame can now be performed doing Phoenix Shift, approaching with up forward 1+2. Doing Heat Smash. The opponent recovery time when blocking has been reduced by 3 frames. The frame advantage on block has been changed from +8 to +5. That's good. So his Heat Smash is +5 now, not +8. 1-2. Increase Zangetsu guards on hit from 15 to 20. OD. 2-2-2. The opponent's recovery time when blocking has been reduced by 2 frames. Okay, so it's 2-2-2 is -11 now, not safe. 2-2 1+2. The recovery time reduced by 4 frames. Change the frame rate on block from -13. What the fuck? 2-2 1+2 is safe on block now. The star attack has been changed from 27 to 28 to 27. The timing of the third hit, which can be activated, delayed by 2 frames. Okay, so 2-2 1+2 is safe on block now. 1+2, make the move easier to evade with lateral movement. Yeah, that 1+2 is too cheap. Reduce the hitbox and size to weaken his tracking when the opponent is standing or crouching. His 1+2 was broken, so that's good that they reduced that. Back 2. The recovery time on block was reduced by 2 frames, allowing the frame rate on block from -4 to -6, and from +6 to +4 when transitioning into Phoenix. So his homing move is less plus now when he goes into Phoenix. 4-4-2. Increased Zangetsu guard gain from 20 to 25. Running 2. The opponent's recovery time when blocking has been reduced by 6 frames. So his running move is only +8 now. While rising 1-2. Increased Zangetsu guard hit from 20 to 25. While crouching down 4-2. The opponent's recovery time when blocking. So it's -13 now. Crouching down 4-2. During Phoenix 2. The opponent's recovery time when blocking has been reduced and the advantage on block has been changed from -7 to -9. Change the damage from 8-10-18 to 8-12-20. Damage increase. Change the damage from 55 to 48. When he goes into Phoenix, reduce 43 to 38. Heat Smash, they reduce the damage to 48. Level 5 Heat Smash reduces 63. Down for 1+2, they fix the issue where inputs cannot be buffered. And 4-2-2 1+2. The last hit doesn't whiff. So he's more unsafe now, but he gets more Zangetsu guard gain. That's kind of OD. So like he he got nerfed, but I feel like getting more Saigensu guard is kind of OD because he does too much damage when he goes into that shit. So yeah, so he's more unsafe, but he's gonna get more guard when he hits you now. Let's look at bum ass Devil Jin. Devil Jin is a character with high execution difficulty, not anymore. Yet he can easily apply mix-ups using mid and low attacks stemming from the Wind God step. Version 3 made adjustment to improve the consistency of his air combos and make it easier for players to capitalize on situations. New move, while standing 1-4. We brought back Twin Revival, a move that previously appeared in Tekken 7. This is a while rising attack with 13 frame startup that knocks the opponent down on hit, making it a useful option to mix up in after blocking certain moves. So his 1-4 is back, while standing 1-4. Behavior in certain situations where attacks would hit but follow offense could be unstable, such as doing air combos where near war or other transition in various stands have been revised. These adjustments have made it easier for accurate inputs and precise decision making for reliably lead to intended outcomes, reinforcing for the character identity as one of the rewards that leads to execution. While standing 1-4 Twin Revival, 4-3, down 4-2, up 4-1, down forward 1-4, back 4-2-3, while staying 1-1, while staying 1-2, while staying 3. We strained the tracking when transitioning. Yo, why did you increase the tracking, bro? They increased the tracking? You said they cooked the Asuka? Nah, they didn't. They didn't, man. They literally didn't. She didn't really get nerfed, man. She's still top tier. And they gave her a new move to play mind games. So I wouldn't say she's cooked. Up forward 1+2 expanded her box downward, so he got more tracking to go into Morning Crow. Up forward 1, damage dealt on hit changed so that it no longer does recoverable damage. Oh, that's crazy. That shit don't even give her double common. Up forward 3, the behavior of the opponent on hit has been modified. Trained of Feng Van on hit from +7 to +13. On up forward 3, jump status frames have been adjusted from 9 to 32 to 9 to 28. While standing 3, you can now use the move from crouch dash. From crouch dash down forward 3+4. Oh wow. Morning Crow 4-1 expanded the attack hitbox downward. And fly 2-4. During rage, we fixed an issue where follower inputs could not be buffered after the move on hit. Doing heat, laser scraper, right? Back forward 2-1-3 1+2. We shortened the input window for the 4 hit by 2 frames to prevent cases where the opponent would behave especially on airborne hit. Doing heat, 4-1 1+2, the laser scraper, crouch dash 1+2 1+2, and 10 hit. Reduce the hitbox when opponent is behind, reducing instances where the attack would unintentionally hit the opponent from behind. Back 2-1. Back 1-2. The opponent's behavior on side or back was corrected, as they were cases where the move would fall to connect consistently under certain situations. Back 2-3. The tracking ability of the second hit has been enhanced on hit or block after the first attack. 4-4-4. The change so that the opponent will now turn to the face forward on counter hit. Hell sweep into 1+2. Fix an issue where when the move hit near a wall, the opponent will collide with the wall in a way that prevented follow-up attacks. Crouch dash 1+2. Down forward 1+2. Hitbox situations where the attack will miss. Morning Crow 1. Detection of might get an issue of swapping position with an opponent. The hitbox around the main body has been expanded to elevate issues of whiffing at close range. Morning Crow 3. Airborne issues, fixed it. Morning Crow 4-2 1+2. Fixed detection for stopping positions. And sidestep 2. Adjusted the detection with opponent to make it easier to hit. So Devil Jin got nothing but tracking buffs. That's crazy. I hope Devil Jin players are still not going to complain now, because you can't sidestep him no more. Now he could just do that Morning Crow nonsense and keep you standing. That shit was all tracking buffs. All tracking buffs. Alright, let's look at bum ass Dragunov. Dragunov is a character who excels at breaking down an opponent with straightforward mid and low attacks, and also being a bum ass dude that looks like Edward Scissorhands. Applying pressure proactively. In version 3.0, new moves were added and existing ones were revised with the goal of making it easier for him to initiate offense while preserving his core strengths. New move, Yo, why is every new move up back one? Yo, Namco, come on now, bro. Yo, Manny, you see this? Every new move is up back one. That's everybody's new move. You couldn't do another input besides up back one? So I'm gonna just pick every character and do up back one, and it's gonna be a new move. That shit is crazy, bro. Alright, a new move, up back one, was added as a high attack that can effectively catch the opponent's right side movement. Yo, Dragunov does not need tracking moves, bro. Dragunov is mad hard to sidestep, bro. This adjustment was made to strain options against lateral movement and make it easier for Dragunov to maintain offense and pressure. My man, you already can't step him because of down 2 and all that other bullshit tracking after plus. Now you saying that this man could just get you standing and you gotta eat running 2 and down 2 all day, you can't step him? Come on now, bro. At least it's a high attack, bro. That's the only thing that makes it bearable, is that it's a high attack. It wall splats too? That's crazy. At least it's a high though. Review conducted on attack range and several other moves. The attack range of special moves were adjusted to reduce whiff on the split. As a result, overall stability in neutral situations have been improved. New move, up back 2. Up back 1. New Hunter Hook. Hunter these meat. 3+4. You can now use the move while crouching, 3+4. And you can now use the move while staying, 3+4. What the hell was 3+4? What the hell was 3+4? That's the joint he jump on you? Time with a opponent low attack, down 1+2. You can now use the move doing sneak. Oh, he could do the instant low parry doing sneak. Oh, pigeon. Oh, he could do pigeon roll from crouching now? Wow. And he could do pigeon roll from while standing? Yo, that's OD. That's OD. That's OD. That's what that is? Oh, that's crazy. That's crazy. 4-1. Increase the recurring time with by 3 frames. 4-1+2. The start of attack has been changed from 17-18 to 16-17. The full movement has been increased to extend the. Also, 4-1+2 got more range now, so you can whiff punish better with it. Crouching down forward 1-4. I hate that move. Reduce the distance to the opponent on block for the first attack. The tracking on the first hit was straightened on grounded hit. Reduce cases with the second hit would whiff. The hitbox of the first hit was reduced to mitigate issues where it would unintentionally strike opponent's position behind. Alright, buff, right? Rage down 1+2. Fixed issue with follow-up inputs could not be buffed after the move hit. 2-3-1. The hitbox around the main body has been expanded to elevate issues of whiffing at close range. The hitbox has been expanded downward, eliminating issues where the attack will miss in certain situations. Back 3. 4-4-2-1+2. An issue with throwback input window has become shorter than intended was correct. Okay, so his 4-4-2-1+2, you could break it more. Doing opponent war stun. Running 4. An issue with fixed when follow attacks will fail to connect, specifically against Fahkumram. While standing 1-2. The attack hitbox are reduced to mitigate the unintentional occurrence of hitting opponents who are behind you. While standing 2. The hitbox has been expanded, eliminating the instances where the attack would miss in certain situations. Yo, why didn't Dragunov get no nerfs, bro? This character is already top 10. You telling me this bum ass character got no nerfs, bro? He got no nerfs, and he's already like a top 5 character, and you telling me you buffing him? And this character is literally a brain rot, bummy ass top 5 character, and you not nerfing this motherfucker. That's crazy. Alright, whatever. Whatever. I take it. That's a L. Alright, let's go to bum ass Eddy Gordo. Eddy's a character who excels at initiating offense. Yeah, he do. He mix you up. A wide variety of low attacks and unintentional movements from his stances, creating close range of opportunities while evading the opponent's attacks with highly evasive techniques. In version 3, adjustments were made will focus on expanding his offense and options from yeah, I'm not saying that. Doing the addition of new moves and improves to his existing ones, it has been made easier for him to create advantageous situations depending on the circumstances. Yeah, I'm not saying that. Doing yeah, I'm not saying that. 3+4 is a new move. I'm not saying that. A new move was added that allows the second hit of a natural combo string to be cancelled into Banana Nena. A new move. Oh, a new move was added that allows the second hit of 3+4 to cancel by commanders with actions such as doing negativa. Okay, negativa. Okay, that's how you say it. I didn't want to say something wrong. A 4-3 has been made easier to disrupt the opponent's defensive options. Negativa adjustments. Negativa 1 was made easier to use, allowing more varied situations to respond to Negativa. In addition, the return of Negativa 1-3 was adjusted to prevent from restriction opponent's options too heavily, given that it is now expected to be used more frequently. Added new moves, Chibata Avalanche, 4-3+4, 4-3+4. During heat, the opponent's recovery time when blocking has reduced by 4 frames, and the advantage has on block has been changed from +9 to +5 during heat. Okay, so his heat smash is lower plus, while Mandinga. Who the fuck is Mandinga? Mandinga is a female Mandingo? While at Mandinga level 1, doing Ballerina 3+4. The opponent's recovery time has been reduced by 1 frame. The advantage on block. Also, it's -14 now. Bananera. The fuck is Mandinga? That shit is crazy, bro. Mandinga. Yo, while at Mandinga level 2. Yo, level 2 Bananera. The opponent recovery time when blocking has reduced by 1 frame, and the advantage on block has been changed from -13 to -14. Oh, it's more unsafe. The change of damage from 16,630 to 16,624. Yo, Mandinga level 1, Ballerina back 4. Mandinga level 2, the opponent's recovery time on block has reduced by 2 frames. Advantage on block from +7 to +5, and damage got lower. Negativa 1-3, or just starter frames from 70 to 14. Oh, that's the jab into that. Modify the opponent's reaction on counter hit the second to improve follow-up opportunities. Sidestep 3, the behavior on counter has changed. That means that shit don't knock down no more. Down 4, 2-3. The tracking ability of the first hit has been enhanced. Then again, the issues are currently hitbox, Negativa, expanded to hurt box. So you saying, let me get this right, chat. Eddy Gordo gets nerfed, right? Eddy Gordo gets nerfed, but Dragunov gets no nerfs and buffs. Does that sound like right? Like Eddy got nerfed, but Dragunov got no nerfs. He got no nerfs. None. He got buffed. Does that even make sense to you? That shit don't make no goddamn sense to me, man. Whatever. That shit don't. Alright, let's see fucking Fahkumram. Fahkumram is characterized by his ability to maintain control of the match through powerful offensive tools and pressure. In version 3, adjustments were made with the focus on bug fixes and stabilizing move behavior without significantly altering his core traits. The nerf is Mandinga. Yeah, he need a new girlfriend then. A new 2-hit attack that triggers an airbound tornado stay as added. Up 4, 3+4. The hitbox of the first hit was set to low. First hit was set low, making it easier to use an option for quickly confirming airborne tornado situation. Garuda Force. As part of the overall Season 3 policy, the system was changed so that Garuda Force is removed when heat ends. In line with this change, Garuda Force can now be gained with down 4 and scores a counter hit, making it easier for Fahkumram to leverage his detection strengths. Up 4, 3+4. Added new move, Twin Knee Barrage. Full forward, 2-1. The behavior of the opponent counter has been changed. I don't know what move that is. I guess it's not a combo no more. Down 4. So you land on counter hit with this move will now grant Garuda Force. Uh-oh. If Fahkumram hits you with down 4 on counter hit, he goes into that Garuda Force 50-50 shit, bro. Yo, that's mad OD. That's mad cheap. That low is mad fast, bro. Up 4-3. Reduce the attack hitbox, make it easier to evade with side steps. Okay, you can sidestep up 4-3 easier. The stance was Rama stance. The stance will make cancelable with down back as well. Or you could cancel Rama stance. 3-1. The opponent behavior on counter hit on the first hit was adjusted, reducing cases with the second with whiff. 4-4-4. Adjusted the minigame. 3-3-4 tornado hitbox reduced. I don't know, man. He didn't get a lot of changes though. He got like a new move. Yeah, I don't know. The low that gives him his install. Back to basics, my ass. That's OD. Alright, let's keep going. Alright, let's look at Feng, because all the pros said Feng was low tier. So let's see what they did with Feng. Feng is characterized by his wider range of grounding options, strong counter hit measures, and easier movement enabled by Deceptive Step. In version 3, adjustments were made with the goal of expanding his offense options from shifting crowds. Oh, they want you to use that more? When the addition of new moves that transition into shifting crowds. It's now easier for him to choose appropriate options based on the situation. New move back facing opponent 3+4. This is a new move that allows Feng to transition into shifting crowds from back turn. By enabling allowing the shifting cloud even when back turn, it has been made easier to include parry-like properties as part of his. Yo, why would he be able to go into shifting crowds and parry you when he's back turn, bro? Yo, that is crazy, bro. That he's back turn, he could go in shifting crowds and parry you and take your whole life bar. That is mad ham, bro. That's like the best shit Feng got. That shifting crowds bullshit. You literally lose your whole life bar if he parries you, bro. That means if he back turn, that motherfucker go blam 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 blam, and you die, son. Yo, that's crazy, bro. Shifting crowds adjustments. Frame rate on block of doing shifting crowds 2 was adjusted, making it easier for Feng to transition into offensive situations. Additionally, approach up for 1+2 can now be formed doing shifting crowds with 1+2. You can now use the move from back turn. Hit burst can now be performed with 2+3 when he activates available doing shifting clouds. Yo, my man, this motherfucker could go into heat doing shifting clouds, bro. He could go into heat. Heat bursts can now be performed with 2+3 when heat activation is available doing shifting clouds. This motherfucker could go into shifting clouds and go into heat. That's not OD. Yinglong Mountain Crusher can now be performed with 2-3 doing shifting crowds with heat. Yo, he could do his he could do his heat smash doing he could do his heat smash doing shifting crowds, bro. Yinglong Mountain Crusher can now be formed with 2+3 doing shifting crowds with heat. He can go into shifting crowds and shoulder your soul out, bro. What they doing? Quavalon Avalanche can now be performed with up for 1+2. What the fuck is Quavalon Avalanche? When approaching the opponent doing shifting clouds, doing heat, back 4, 3+4, change the damage. Okay, they lower the damage on that bullshit. 4-3. The opponent recur time when they forfeit their ban on block. Oh, nah. 4-3 is -3 on block now? Oh, nah. Back 4. The distance of opponent on block has been reduced. Fixing the issue with distance became unintentional grade on counter hit. Back 2-2-2. The increased recovery time of the person by 4 frames during the faint amount on block from -11 to -15. Okay, so back 2-2 is launch punishment now. And from 0 frames to -4 on hit. Increase the recovery time by 6 frames. Adjusting the frame advantage on block from -8 to -14. Okay, that's more unsafe now. Shifting clouds 2. The opponent recovery time when blocking has been increased by 3 frames. The advantage on block has been reduced. Has been changed. Yo, shifting crowds 2 is now 0 on block now, guys. And when transition in the back turn state is +3. So if he does shifting crowds 2 in your face is neutral. But when he goes back turn, he's +3. Shifting crowds 1 is not gonna whiff in certain situations, and back 1 is not gonna whiff. Yo, he got mad buffs. He might be top 3 now, to be real with you. He might be like top 3. All that shit I read sounds mad OD. That shit sound mad OD. The only nerf he got is back 2-2, down back 2-2-2. That shit sound crazy, bro. That shit sound like actual crazy. They literally don't want you to swing on this motherfucker. They be like, oh, he goes back turn, you can't swing. Oh, he's in shifting crowds, you gotta guess. Yeah, they want you to just not play when you fight him. They don't want you to play. Okay, this for Hinata and Megas. Heihachi is characterized by close range combat and applies constant pressure through strong, mid, and high attack options. Adjustments were made to address bugs and stabilize certain behaviors that were really inconsistent while making it easier for him to maintain offensive mind games. A notable holdable mid attack, up for everybody got up for 1+2, was added. On counter hit, it allows for a floor break to be triggered. Yeah. He got a holdable mid attack that breaks the floor. Although the move can be held to reduce mind game potential, proper use requires leveling the opponent's actions and surroundings. The hitbox and behaviors of several existing moves were reviewed and adjusted. As with all unintended behaviors of unnatural series are now less likely to occur, the adjustments make interaction either wall and post blocks that more overall stable. New move. Up for 1+2 and you can hold it. Nah, it's not homing. It's holdable, meaning he could charge it. He could charge it. It's not homing. My bad. It's my accent. You could charge it. So he could charge the boys. Heat smash. The opponent's behavior on hit that no longer triggers wall splat. 2-2. Opponent's behavior on block has changed. Altering they stay from crouching to standing. So 2-2 leaves you standing. That's a nerf. Adjusted the collision detection with the opponent to reduce occurrence for whiffing certain moves. Running 3. Change the chip damage to 9 frames. Up for 3 into 4. Doing with Gamet Kamehameha on hit or block. Expanding the hitbox so it's not going to whiff. Demon Speeding Demon 3. Instances where opponent could unnaturally quickly crouch to evade some of their high attacks after blocking has been corrected. Opponents up forward 3+1 fix an issue. Yo, he got no. I'm surprised. Heihachi got like no nerfs. He got a little damage nerfs, but he got no nerfs. So for you guys that think Heihachi is broken, I guess he's still broken. He got no nerfs in the new move. He got no nerfs in the new move. The only nerf he got is that his heat smash don't wall splat. That's the only nerf he got. And that shit is like whatever, because he could still do everything else he do. That's the only nerf he got, is that, and like 1 damage nerf. Okay, so Hwoarang. Hwoarang is I was gonna say something wild. I forgot I'm on Twitch. Hwoarang is a character by maintaining pressure and controlling the pace of the match through his right flamingo and left flamingo styles, leverage and wide variety of strings continue offense. In this version, adjustments were made with a focus on expanding his options, air combos, while also revisiting several techniques that previously offered exceptional high performance. Doing flamingo 1+2 4. I got 208 people in here. What's good? What's poppin', people? A new move usable from left flamingo was added. It allows air combos to be extended into floor-based stage gimmicks and expands the available combo routes that utilize both right flamingo and left flamingo, enabling more situational appropriate selections. During right flamingo up 4, an issue was resolved when differences in reach would occur. Depending on the input timing, this adjustment improves the stability of air combos. Flamingo 1+2 4. Added new move spinning axe combo. Down 3+4. Down 3+4 can now also be performed with down back 3+4. I don't know why they did that. Expand the hurt box so it won't whiff. Down back 3+4, change the input to back 2-3. Heat smash, adjust opponent's behavior on hit so it no longer wall splats. That's good. Back 1 is now launch punishable. Hold that. I hate that move. That dumb Lili Ling bullshit. While standing 2-3, the down of the first attack is changed from 8 to 12, so it does more damage now. The tracking will strain when the first hit connects, so it's not going to whiff anymore. During right stance 3-4, increase the recovery time by 3 frames, adjust the opponent's behavior on block. 1-2-4-4 and 2-4-4. The damage on mid hit has been adjusted from 20 to 20. Okay, so all of this stuff, all the other stuff, is just like whiff. It doesn't whiff anymore. The only nerf he got, chat, was that back one is more launch punishable, but he got no nerfs. He got no nerfs. Yeah, he don't got no nerfs. He should have got nerfs, but uh-oh, Jack 8, uh-oh, toxic time. Yo, he got mad changes, Jack. He got mad changes. Don't tell me no Lee Chalan shit, because I will ban you. I have not seen no Lee Chalan shit. So do not tell me no Lee Chalan shit. I have not read it yet. Please do not tell me. Jack 8 is characterized by applying mid-range pressure and explosive power while engaging in mind games that... Jack 8 is characterized by applying mid-range pressure and explosive power while engaging in mind games that incorporate gamma charge. In version 3, major adjustments were not made to the fundamental balancing of existing moves. Instead, changes will focus on situations where files will fail to connect or where whiffs will likely occur in specific scenarios. These fixes, post-hit situations, have been made more stable and Jackie's overall behavior has been stabilized. New move, back 3+4. New mid attack that's easy to use at close range was added. On hit, approaching crouching opponents with down 3+1+3. Approaching crouching opponent with down 1+2 will connect as guaranteed. So if he hits you with his new move, he gets a new ground throw. That's crazy. He gives Jack an additional option that can be selected feasible. So he has a new homing move that he gets a free ground throw. A new move, Miss Rusty Nail. Doing heat, running forward 3+4. An opponent now faces forward on side hit. Modify the opponent's behavior when hit from the back. Hey, whoa, hit from the back. 1-1 or 4-4-1. The behavior of the opponent on counter has been changed. So what? That shit don't knock you down no more. The modified opponent behavior when hit from the back. Back down 3 down. The recovery time when transiting the gamma hole is reduced by 1 frame. 1+2. The hitbox has been extended so it won't miss in certain situations. 1+2. The hitbox on the first hit and second hits increase their reach. Why would it increase the reach on 1+2? To the distance to the opponent upon the first hit has been reduced. Reduce the distance on the opponent on block of the second attack. 3+4. The reduce the recovery time when transitioning to gamma hall with down by 4 frames. The opponent's behavior on side block, side or back hits was unified with 3+4 down as differences as existing. Down 4-4, the distance from the opponent on counter has been reduced. Also, it's easier. Down 1+2, the distance between the opponent on block has been reduced, so you can launch him easier. Down back, hold down back 2 is slower now. Expand the hurt box. 11 situated certain attacks with whiff on back 1+2. Up 4-3, the recovery time when transitioning in the gamma hall on hit was reduced by 17 frames. Up 4-3, 4-4 1+2-2. The opponent's recovery time when blocking has been increased by 2 frames. Advantage on block from -11 to -9. Also, it's 4-4 1+2-2 is safe now. While crouching 1+2-2. Enhance the tracking on the first hit when connects or is it blocked. Reduce the instances where the first hit will whiff. Reduce the distance to the opponent on block. He got mad changes, bro. Down forward 1-2. Enhance the tracking of the first hit when it lands on block or hit. It seems like he just got bug fixes. A debugger or down forward 1+4. The hitbox around the main body is expanded. Every visual of whiffing at close range. Running 1+2 made it easier to hit while staying in 3. Unify the tracking while staying in 3 as it previously deferred. Gamma hall down 3 when you unify the recovery time with 4-4-3 down as previously differed. Gamma hall 4-2. Enhance the tracking on the third hit when it connects to blocks. Yeah, he just got bug hits all day. Yeah, it's just bug changes. He didn't really get no changes like that besides a new move. Alright, Jin. Jin is characterized as an all-rounded with solid neutral control and well-balanced set of offense, defensive, version 3, including those related to heat, that has become overly strong in specific situations where adjusted. While multiple moves in both normal and special stances receive improvements to their behavior and ease of use. During heat, he got a new heat move, down forward 2 1+2, a new mid attack usable only during heat. This move was intended by Bard and Jeeves' offensive options while in heat state. So Jin's heat is better now. The hit behavior or hitbox on multiple moves were reviewed and adjusted, reducing cases where unintended hits or whips would occur. Additional moves used during double step were made easier to handle, while adjustments to spacing and frame danger on block. These changes make it easier for Jin to maintain stable neutral and overall consistency of gameplay. So he got a new heat move. Heat 1+3-4 adjust the opponent's behavior on hit so it no longer triggers wall splat. Okay, it doesn't wall splat no more. Reduce hitbox only when opponent is behind. Reducing with attack with unintentionally hit opponents behind you. Change the damage from 48 to 50. Doing heat 4-4 1+2. The attack startup has been changed from 25 to 27 to 21 to 23. Oh, they made that shit faster. That's hand. The custom of random heat has been changed to 300 to 240. So they buffed his 4-4 1+2. I don't even know what move that is, to be real with you. Double step 1. The opponent's recovery time when blocking has been increased by 4 frames. And advantage on block has been changed from a -13 to -9. So double step is safer now. It's double step 1. Double step 2, the distance on block has been reduced. 2-1-4. Reduce the distance between its first hit when it connects or is blocked. Modify the opponent's reaction on counter hit. That means it don't knock down no more. A 2-4, change the opponent's behavior on aerial hit. Down 2, the behavior of the opponent on counter has been changed. I wonder what down 2 does now. It used to give a combo, so I wonder what it does now. Down 3+4, the distance from the opponent on a down hit when the first hit hits. Back 2-2-3, increase the distance from the opponent on hit when the first hit. Doing Zanzen 1+2, the opponent's behavior on hit was changed so that a wall stagger is no longer triggered. so it doesn't wall splat no more. Doing heat, 2, 3, 4, 3, 2, 3, 1, 4, and laser scraper. So it's not gonna whiff. 1 plus 2. They decrease the distance from the opponent on hit when you down. The hitbox has been expanded. I'm gonna be real with you. I feel bad for some of these people. Like people that play Jin, these changes sound mad boring. It literally feels like you just playing Jin from season 2, just with like one new move. It just sounds mad boring. I feel bad for Jack players too. That shit sound mad boring. He got like no changes. He got like one change. Like some of these characters like barely got changes. Like Fahkumram got like no changes neither. 214 counter hit wall splats now. Okay. It gives a follow-up hit for 42 damage now. A June is a character characterized by ability to replenish health by utilizing enhancements granted by Kazama Essence. The available options were expanded through the addition of new moves that were better leveraged through these character traits, while the behavior that zero exists techniques were also reviewed and adjusted. New move 2-1. A new fast starting move suitable for use as a guaranteed punish was added. Why does she need that? She got godlike punishment. On hit, it allows recovery health to be restored and increases Kazama Essence. Because it also triggered Airborne Tornado. It was designed to make situation judgment and reward selection easier. The startup and behavior with certain attacks moves were reviewed and adjusted. As a result, the punish capability and overall usability has been improved. Why? This is certain post hit situation when it made it easier for June to capitalize on advantage frame advantage. 3-1. A new move, Shion Kanegi. Change the damage from 20 to 14 on 3. The behavior of the opponents on the hit has been changed. Reduce the hitbox. Change the opponent's behavior on hit aerial hit. Just as the opponent's behavior on block that has changed from frame advantage from minus 13 to minus 10. So it's safer now. The distance of the opponent has been reduced. 4, 1 plus 2. The previous move dealt 0 damage on hit, and now it deals 5 recoverable damage. This move cannot cause a KO, so 4, 1 plus 2 does damage now. Crazy. Down 4, 1, 1. Increase the opponent's recovery time by 3 frames. Change the frame advantage on hit. Wow. Down forward 1, 1 is plus 5 now. That's crazy. Down 3 plus 4. Change the. Also, they reduce the damage on can-cans. Can-cans does less damage. Down back 2 does more damage. Back 4, 2. The behavioral opponent on hit has been changed from back 2, 4. Back 4, 2. Back 3 plus 4. The startup is faster now, and the distance of the opponent on block has been reduced. Side step 4. The distance of the opponent on block has been reduced. Izumo 1-1. The behavior of the opponent on hit has been changed. Up back 1 plus 2. Fixing the issue when unattacked commands with specific notations. While standing 2-1. When the second hit has been already buffered, the opponent's behavior on counter hit of the first hit was made consistent with that of normal hit. So while standing 2-1, just does what it does on normal hit. Increase the distance from the opponent on a down hit with the first attack while saying 3 plus 4 into 3. While crouching down forward 2, the opponent's recovery on counter hit was reduced by 4 frames. Change the frame band on counter hit from plus 18 to plus 14. Although moves were started from 14, we still connect as round attacks. The adjustment was made because the adventure was misleading. Okay, so her crouching low, she doesn't get a full combo anymore. So that's good on counter hit. Izuma doing 4-3, enhance the tracking on hit or the first reducing instances where the second hit would hit. Alright, let's look at Kazuya. Kazuya, King, Kuma, Panda. Okay. Kazuya is a character by close range mind games built around the wing god step. It's all offensive pressure that levels moves enhanced doing devil form. Adjustments were made to address bugs and inconsistent behavior while also improving the usability of moves. New move doing devil form 1-1-2 down. Doing devil form 1-1-2 forward would cause Kazuya and opponent to switch position on activation, which could force him disadvantage orientation to bear on the situation. So just the behavior. And the move was added that allows the attack to be performed without switching sides. Oh damn. So you could do 1-1-2 down and get a free 50-50. The startup behavior on block and behavior on counter hit of down back 2 was viewed and adjusted. Since the move can trigger floor break on counter hit, it has been easier to incorporate into offense starters of close mind games. So down back 2 breaks the floor now. Devil Inferno down back 2. The starter attack has been changed. So down back 2 is 18 frames now. The behavior of the opponent on counter has been changed. The opponent's behavior on block was changed. And now it's -4 on block. Wow. so he could move afterwards. Up 4-4-4-4, increase the distance from the opponent down hit when the first hit hits. Sidestep 4-1, reduce recovery by 1 frame on hit. Down forward 1, down forward 2. Doing wall combos at extremely close range, reduce the forward movement in order to prevent an issue with a positional relationship with the opponent becomes different than unintended when used near the wall. Down forward 2, the hitbox has been expanded downward, elevating instances of whiffing for certain moves. Down forward 3-1, adjust the opponent's behavior on back hit of the first hit, reduce instances where the second hit would whiff. Down back 3, the attack is not going to miss on the hitbox. Back 1-2, enhance the tracking on the first hit so the second one won't whiff. While staying 1-2, enhance the tracking on the first hit so they won't whiff. Devil form, short Yukin or hell sweep, fixing the issue with a heat time will not recover, doing stage gimmicks. And devil form, cross dash 3, reduce instances where the attack will whiff. Yo, thank you, man, for that sub, man. Let's look at King, because I hate King. Carrying his character by closing mind games centered around his variety of throws. Version 3 adjustment will be made to tamper Asuka's toolkit that has become overly reliant on regular strikes, while preserving strength as a character with numerous throws. As a result, his throw techniques can now be utilized more. New move, approach, quarterback 1+3. Added a new throw that triggers a tornado. Oh my god, bro. Yo, they gave King a fucking throw that gets a full combo, son. Why would you give King a combo throw? King has a combo throw now, bro. If he grabs you, he gets a full combo. Well, a quarterback 1+3. Doing sidestep 2+4 by using up 4 1+4 or down for doing Jaguar serve. It's now possible to evade opponent's attacks. Oh my god. Doing Jaguar sprint. Now possible to evade opponent's attack and try. Wow. Yo, when he Jaguar sprints, he could sidestep now, chat. Yo, he could sidestep doing Jaguar sprint. Doing Jaguar sprint, now possible to evade opponent's attacks and transition directly into a throw. That's crazy that he can evade in Jaguar sprint now, right? That's ham. Added new moves at Villain Spine Cracker. Doing sidestep 3+4. Now able to use the move doing Jaguar sprint. So sidestep 2+4. You can use it doing Jaguar sprint now. 2-1. Okay, 3-2-2 and 3-2-2 hold. Hitbox around the move. Main bar first have been expanded availability of whiffing. Enhance the tracking on mid-air on opponents. One whiff. Forward 2+3 is now -5 on block. That's a running shoulder. Down forward 2. Made it reduce the hitbox and make it less likely to hit opponent's sidestep on the right. So reduce tracking on down forward 2. Down forward 3 has better tracking to the right. Up forward 2 got more damage now. Sidestep 2. The opponent's behavior on hit has changed. Doing standing hold. 1-2 1+2 2-2 1+3. The recovery damage taken when the throw when broken was removed. A 1+2 3 initial with the damage was fixed. Approaching the airborne and the opponent with opponent's hitbox with smaller tornado when triggered. So he got buffed. So Majin is happy. Oh, it is? I'm about to play right after this. Kuma Panda. Kuma Panda carries by a mid-range playstyle that leverages their reach while using like chip damage attacks on block, holdable moves, and shared stance for the maintain quality. In situations including these involving heat, where interactions could become overly one-sided, were adjusted, increasing the number of scenarios in which both players can engage in meaningful mind games on offense and defense. New move doing heat. A follow-up move that can be used only doing heat. Triggered on hit from down back 4. So he could do the low, right? A follow move that can be used doing heat. Trigger from down back 4. That's his hell sweep, right? Down 4. Take advantage of floor breaking stage gimmicks when Panda could use like wall breaking staging, however, because the heat time consumption is great. Careful consider stage position is required. So they gave Kuma a hell sweep that floor breaks. For Kuma, excluding moves doing heat, down forward 2+3 or God Fist, the degree to which the defender options were overly restricted when block was reduced by just descent on frame out block situations that allow for offense defender mind games. Yo, thank you, man. Down back forward doing hit. Added new move spinning uppercut. Added the move spinning plan to fight. Don't tell me nothing, bro. So he got a hell sweep now. Panda got a hell sweep and Kuma. Godfist. So the Godfist, oh wow, the Bear's Godfist is only 0 on block now. That's a good nerf. And then his Heat Smash hold or Godfist hold is only +5. And added more forward movement when transiting to hunting. Up forward 1+2. Reduced by 4 frames, change the frame out on block from -4 to -8. And -3 to -7 when transiting to hunting. Opponent's recovery is increased by 3 frames. Change the fan on hit from +3 to +6. The barrier on the opponent on counter has been changed. Quarter forward 2-2. The behavior on opponent's hit has been changed. Doing heat up forward 3+4, adjusts collision restoration with a certain attacks. Doing hunting 1+2, expand the hurt box. Moves will collide. The hurt box has been expanded, even with a miss. Yeah, it's just a bunch of boring shit. All right, let's keep it going. Okay, we about to look at Lars and then Law. Okay. Lars, Law. Oh, I'm not gonna look at the elite stuff yet. We about to get to the good stuff. Lars is characterized by being a broken top tier character. Close the distance using DA and CH transition, breaking down opponent through rapid close range engagement. Version 3, its offensive option was streamlined. Adjustments were made to make it easier to suppress the opponent's lateral movement at close range. By making it easier to choose the appropriate moves for the situation, Lars can now more readily create offensive why? Up forward 1. This is a new move that allows the second hit of up forward 1 down to be cancelled, enabling the transition to limited entry when up forward 1 on hit is performed. The move is characterized by his ability to exclusively suppress the opponent's lateral movement, making it easier to expand Lars' option by switching actions according to the situation. Adjustments make it easier to suppress the opponent's lateral movement. The tracking of back 2-3 was adjusted to make it more effective at countering the opponent's lateral movement. And delay was added to the second hit so it can be SU after convergence situation. Additionally, the return of the minor entry 1+2 was revised, improving the post block situation, making it easier. New move: up forward 1, up forward 1 back, up forward 1 down, alternately correct. Up forward 1-2 whatever. The input got changed. Down 2, the barrier on opponent counter has been changed. Back 2-3, adjust tracking points to make it likely it hits opponent sidestepping to the left. Increase tracking. The input window for the second hit was extended by 10 frames. Allow an attack to be delayed, so you get delayed now. Running 1, the opponent's behavior on aerial hit has changed. Dynamic entry 1+2. The adjusted opponent's behavior on block and frame bandage from -10 to -1. Now deals chip damage on block and change the damage from 20. Why they buff that for? -1 on block now. Dynamic entry 1+2. Silent entry 1. Reduced by 3 frames and now it's -9. Okay. Dynamic silent entry 2. They just switch it so you won't switch sides. Forward 1+2. Fix an issue with forward 1+2 would incur result in forward 1+2. Fix a bug. Forward 3+4. They fix the bug, an input bug. Down back 1-3. The opponent's whiff after the move is blocked. Silent entry 1+2. Not gonna whiff. And silent entry 3+4 not gonna live. He got like no nerfs, bro. He got buffed. It's crazy that Lars got buffed again. So he's gonna be really good. Oh, he doesn't launch anymore? That's good. Alright, let's look at Law. Law is a characterized by an offensive top tier character that leverages speed and rapid fire attacks. Version 3, his available options in neutral were streamlined, with adjustment focused primarily on defense offensive tools. While several overly dominant offenses were toned down, a new move was added, and adjustments were made to broaden the situation where certain techniques can be effective to use. New move, up back 1+2. A new high attack with homing properties. Why does he need another homing move? He already has Nunchaku homing. Making it easier to continue offense even when blocked, as it can also be performed from the crouching state. It serves as a versatile option for initiating pressure in a wide variety of situations. Improved performance for perfect inputs during Dragon Charge. The performance of certain moves during Dragon Charge was strafing when the perfect input is susceptible. So you bum ass Law players that got no execution are not going to get rewarded. Only guys that got execution. As a result, a new option has been added in which while rising 4, scoring a counter hit can now lead into guaranteed Dragon Charge 4 1+2. Wow. If you hit somebody while staying 4 on counter hit, If you got execution, you get a free forward 1, bro. That's ham. That's mad ham. Back turn 1+2. You can now use the move with up back 1+2. So his back turn 1+2, you could just do up back 1+2 now. Doing heat, adjust the opponent's behavior on hit so it no longer triggers wall splat. That's good. 1+2, the distance from the opponent block has been reduced. Reduce the amount of heat timing on hit from 60 to 30. Down forward 1-2 and up forward 2. Reduce the amount of recovery time. Down 2-3. Change the starter from first hit from 21 to 22 to 19 to 20. On the low, adjust the opponent's behavior on counter hit of the second hit, unify with a behavior on normal hit, so no more counter hit, whatever. Dragon charge 1. Wow, Dragon charge 1 is +3 now. Wow. Dragon charge forward 1. The attack was changed from 14 to 15 frames to 13 to 14, but only when perfect input time is executed. So it's faster when you do a perfect input on forward 1. The difference between law and opponent on block was increased, but only when the perfect timing is successfully executed. Also, that shit got more pushback forward 1 when you do the just frame. Doing Dragon charge forward 3. The distance between law and opponent on block was increased, but only when the perfect input. So they're gonna reward you for having perfect input more. That's good. Dragon charge forward 1. The timing on which, so he gets rewarded for perfect inputs more. Alright, so this is the lead time. Yo, that's a lot of changes with Lee. Alright, let's read this. Lee is a alright, let's see if they know how Lee works. Lee is characterized by a playstyle excels at using keep out moves, punishes, and returns game from perfect inputs. In version 3, his heat options were streamlined, with adjustments focused on offense centered around Hitman. Hitman? Why Hitman? These changes were made to make stance selection easier according to the situation. New move. Oh, so his new move is slide into Hitman. It was changed so that the move can now transition to Hitman afterwards. As a result, this now serves as a new option for entering Hitman, making it easier to inflict an option from crouching state. Expansion of Hitman. Doing Hitman 1+2 was updated, so now it can transition into standing or back into Hitman after the move, making it easier to adjust offensive flow. Additionally, doing Hitman 4-2-1 was added as a additionally doing Hitman 4-2-1 was added a new option designed to make moves. Whoa. Additionally, doing Hitman 4-2-1 was added as a new option designed to more effectively suppress the opponent's lateral movement. Whoa. While Rising 1-4 has a perfect input now and is a new move called Wonderful Combo. What the fuck? What the fuck? Slide and then slide in Hitman. While crouching, you can go into Hitman. Doing misstep 3+4, new move. Doing misstep 3+4, 4 now. That shit is ass though, that slide though. Why would I do that? 4-2-1 can now use the move. Yo, that's God. I can't front. That's godlike. I could do 4-2. I could do 4-2-1 from Hitman. I could do 4-2-1 into Hitman. Heat smash, reduce the distance on opponents on block on the first hit. Change the start of the third hit from 25 to 26 to 25. Smash the hurt box. Doing heat down for 3+4. Oh no! Oh my God! Remove the homing attack property, making it possible to evade. Come on now, son. With side steps. My adjusted the tracking performance and make it most likely to hit opponents to side. Oh, okay. The opponent's recovery time when blocking has been increased by 2 frames. The advantage on block has been changed from 0 to +2. Okay, it's not bad. It's not bad. So it tracks to his weak side and it's +2 now. I was a little worried. Still a good move. Still good. That means you can't use it brainlessly no more. You actually have to think when you use it. Okay, so that's not bad. That's not bad. You actually got to think to use it now. Okay, that's not bad. That's not bad. That's not bad. So it's +2 and it tracks to his weak side. Down 1+2. The startup of the attack has been changed from 18 to 19 to 18 frames. So down 1+2 is faster. Addresses the track move most likely to hit the opponent's side step to. Oh wow, they want us to mind game between down 4 3+4 and down 1+2 for sidestepping. The opponent's recovery time when blocking has been reduced by 2 frames. Imagine on block. Oh, okay, so they reduced the plus frames on down 1+2, but now they want us to guess if you're gonna sidestep left or right. So you can't just be brain dead with down 4 1+2 anymore. Yeah, that's dope. That's cool. 4-4-2 forward. It was changed so that transition to misstep is now possible on hit or block. I don't get it. 4-4-2 always could do that. It was changed so that transition to misstep is not possible on hit or block. Well, 4-4-2? I don't get it. It's always been able to do that. I don't understand that. Doing Hitman 2. Expand the hurt by dawn to make it more likely to connect against down opponents. So Hitman 2 could launch down opponents. Hitman 1+2. Hitman 1+2 into Hitman was changed 1+2 into 3+4. The timeline will transition to Hitman between will change the frame manage on block. Whoa! So the frame advantages on Hitman 1+2 into Hitman is -3, and the frame advantages on hit is +8 now. And adjusted the opponent's behavior when the second hit connects after a counter hit on the first hit. So it doesn't knock down anymore on counter hit. And if he's in the Hitman, it's -3 now. I don't know if that's a big buff though, but doing Hitman down, change so that move can now be cancelled into crouching state. Oh, you could, what the fuck? In Hitman, I could just cancel into crouch but down back. 1-3-3 just frame input. The opponent's behavior on side attacks and back hits were corrected. So there were cases where the move would fall to connect under certain situations. Okay, so 1-3-3 always hit you. Down for a 3-2-3. The opponent's behavior was correct because in certain series performing heat dash on the airport when untapped follow-up attacks. Oh wow, bro. They nerfed down for a 3-2-3 post-bound combo, bro. Damn, that man Lee really gonna be butt with no walls now. Damn, son. So yeah, they took out Lee's bound combo, open wall. So he's really gonna be butt without walls now. Oh, he could immediately cancel into crouch now. That's good. Down 3, the attack. Also, the attack hitbox has been reduced, so unintended occurrence of hitting opponents who are behind you with down 3. Hitman 1, the one with an issue where we're fixed with striking opponents beforehand. I don't know, man. These lead changes are mad weird, bro. These lead changes are mad weird. Can I actually play and test this stuff now? Because this shit is weird. How many characters are we missing? Yeah, we missing a lot. We missing a lot of characters still. Alright, let's go through Leo. I just want to read all this stuff, might as well. Leo's a technical character who constructs offense and defensive ability through a wide variety of stance moves. In version 3, adjustment was made to reinforce areas where damage was returned has been lacking, make it easier for Leo's individuality. Certain attacks could be for lightning glare. Give me a second. So doing Mumu, doing Fubu, 1-2, 1+2. A new feature was added in which doing Fubu 1-2 on hit, 1+2 granted lightning glare on hit. Since lightning glare cannot be gained simultaneously while triggering tornado, it's now easier to connect with combos. Tactical options incorporating it. In addition, doing Jinbu was increased to improve its usability. Additionally, doing Jundu 1-2 on Wild Riser 1+2 was updated so they can now trigger a wall splat. With each adjustment, the character's overall performance reviewed and balanced, broadened technical difficulties, possibilities. Added new move, Yang Xin Queen Yang Lightning Glare. It's a new move. Adjusted the move's behavior on hit so it no longer triggers wall splat. 1+2, the start of the attack has been changed from 25 seconds to 22. When an airborne opponent has the hitbox was expanded, reducing instances where attacks will whiff. Expand the hurt box, elevating situations where certain attacks will whiff. Down 2 or 4-4-2. Now deals chip damage. The distance from the opponent on counter has been reduced. An issue was fixed with performing a move out of sidestep. The move will sometimes come out later than intended. While standing 1-4-1, increase the distance from the opponent on a down final hit. While standing 4-1+2, extending the input behavior. While standing 1+2, the behavior of the opponent on hit has been changed. Sidestep 1+2, the behavior of the opponent on counter hit has been changed from 30 to 25. Doing Jinbu 1, increase the full movement lateral and extend the reach. Expanded the hurt box area situated with certain moves with. Jinbu 2-1, modify the opponent's reaction on counter hit. Jingdu Li 1-2, behavior of the opponent on a second has been changed. Time with the opponent up back 1, change the damage from 22 to 30. 4-4, adjust the collision to check with the opponent to make it more difficult to slip under a floating opponent by extending the collision upward. Back 2, the hitbox has been stand downward, elevating instances of whiffing against opponents with low stances. Fubu 1+2, so the tracking was straightened, but only when the opponent is on a wall hit straight. Alright, so let's look at Leroy. Leroy is characterized by close range combat around his Hermit stance and various revisions. In version 3.0, his offensive options during Hermit has been streamlined, with adjustments made to help him apply pressure more effectively in close situations. New move during Hermit. Hermit back 1+2 was made usable during Heat as well. It now serves as an option that can yield high reward when the opponent's actions are correctly anticipated. Its performance is enhanced during Heat, making it easier to maintain offense pressure near the wall. Hermit 2 and his block tree revised so it can serve as a more reliable for continued offense. The return of Hermit 2-3 was adjusted, making it easier to develop pressure sequences starting from during Hermit. You can now use the move during Hermit, back 1+2. Adjusted the tracking performance to make it more likely to hit opponents. Sidestepping to the left. Expanded the downward hitbox of the first hit. Modified the opponent's reaction on counter hit for the third hit to improve follow-up opportunities. Changed so that all 3 hits will now connect on down forward 3-1-1+2. Increase the recovery time by 3 frames. Decrease the opponent's recovery time on block by the third by 1 frame. Change the frame management on block from -13 to -14 on that. And then the counter hit improved properties on 4-2-3-4. Down 3-2. Change the damage from more damage now. Hermit 2-3 is -2 on block now. The behavior on the second has been changed. 4-1+2. The hitbox has been expanded upward, elevating instances where the attack will miss in certain situations. Down back 3. Elevating issue with opponent, a positional relation with opponent different than intended. When up back 3, up 4-2. The hitbox has been changed. Alright, let's look at Lidia. Lidia is characterized by a playstyle that builds around heaven and earth. Offense and defense through interrogation with can stance and stalking wolf stance. In version 3, new options were introduced for managing heaven and earth level, while elements related to air combat shipman were streamlined, making situational decisions more important. As a result now, it's possible to perform both heat bursts and effortless blizzard from horse stance. As a result, new offensive routes are now available in both ground and situated air combos, and the move has been adjusted to function more flexibility as an option that can be selected according to the situation during Heat. For certain moves used while Heaven and Earth, a new mechanic was added in which the moves are enhanced by consuming Heaven and Earth level. As a result, gameplay layer was introduced in which players must decide where to utilize their Heaven and Earth, adding strategic depth to its management. Heat bursts can now be performed doing horse stance. Oh wow. So she could do the heat burst doing horse stance. Heat 1+2. It made it easier to attack. 4-3-2. The damage of the second hit has been decreased to 20 damage. Back 3-4-1+2 or quarter 4-2-1 1+2. Unified opponent's behavior on mid hit, air hit with the powered up versions. Quarter 4-2. Change the damage from 14 to 12. Quarter 4-2. Reduce the damage. Quarter 4-4. Reduce the damage. Horse stance 1+2. Change the move to power up on based on Heaven and Earth level. Only when Heaven and Earth is level 3, the opponent's behavior on hit was changed. Heaven and Earth level 3 was adjusted by decrease by 1. During cast stance 4, change the damage to increase according to Heaven and Earth. 3+4, the opponent's behavior on block was changed so that the first hit, instead of hits now form a true block string. Increase the recovery time on block and change the frame band on block from -14 to +-18. Oh, so that shit is bad. That joint is mad punishable now. Reduce the input window for the second hit by 1 frame. Only when Heaven and Earth is level 3, the second hit was changed to connect as a natural combo. Also, only when he's Heaven and Earth are level 3, the second hit was changed to connect as a natural combo. So when it's not a natural combo. The first and second now a true block string. Okay. Stalking withstands 1 plus 7 damage now. The chip damage 13 for 1 hold. She got too many changes, man. Heaven and Earth level was adjusted by decrease on 1. Yeah, that's what it seems like. Heaven and Earth level 3. Approach airborne opponent 4/4/4. Is decreased by 1. Remove the property and eliminates the opponent's recovery guard. Heaven and Earth 1+2. Remove the property that limits the opponent's recovery guard. Heaven and Earth back down back 4. The Heat Smash. It won't swap positions anymore. Fix an issue where you can't press back during the input. Balcony break. And all the other stuff it just fixes. There's a lot, some characters got boring changes. It's all like fixes and stuff. Yeah, we still got a lot to go, man. Yeah, we still got a lot to go, man. There's a lot of changes, man. There's a lot of changes, man. We should just finish it up, though. Let's look at Lili. At least like we can read it through. Lili is characterized by a playstyle that transitions to the back turn state from movement that makes strong use of lateral steps, allowing to create unique mind game situation in version 3. Options for branching into back turn files from key moves were expanded, while adjustments were also made to improve the usability of certain techniques that previously saw limited opportunities for use. New moves on counter hit, back 4-1+2 can now follow with facing back opponent 1-4, and the opponent as connect guarantee follow-up. Since down forward 3-4 can now transition to a back turn state, the range of punish options has been expanded. With the addition of these moves, it has become easier to transition into a back turn state with during neutral. Frame advantage for the back turn state. For back turn facing opponents 1-4, adjustments were made so that after transitioning to a back turn state via the new moves, lateral movement interactions can occur more naturally. 4-1+2 now transition into back turn. That's crazy. Down forward 3-3 back turn now transition to back turn. All right, more back turn mix-ups. The behavior of the opponent on hit has been changed. Change the damage from 20 to 17. Crouching down forward 1. Now it deals chip damage on block. Why? That move doesn't need to do that. Opponent's back turn 1-4. Adjust the opponent's behavior on block and change the frame advantage on block from 5 frames to -1 frames. The tracking was adjusted to reduce cases where the move would come out in the opposite direction of the opponent's position. 1-4. Enhance the tracking only on hit for the first to reduce the instant where the second hit would whiff. Fix an issue where by performing specific inputs, the moves were not to be intended were executed when performed. Mighty Zoe is a character who sells at close distance using her small stature and diverse stances to create offensive opportunities through mix-ups involving Bamba Maya and Monogen. In version 3.0, without significant alternate or core traits, Leroy will focus on bug fits, stabilize mode behavior. New move, up back 1, and the move that switches position on hit. By alternating its use with up back with up forward 2, is now easier to address neutral and switch strategies according to situation. Change so that when doing Moreno Midoso 1+2 land on the ground hit, flow break will now occur. It has become easier to create offense opportunities in certain stages. Add a new move, Fedada Ananana. Adjust the opponent's behavior on down hit with up forward 1-4, down back 2-4. Change the opponent's behavior on hit. Doing Miono Minozo, the start of the attack has been changed. Forward 2-4. Fix an issue with certain follow-ups will fail to connect. Back 2-4. Enhance the track on the first hit so it won't whiff. Moreso 1-2. Reduce the hitbox only when opponents land. Reduce the instant with attack when unintentionally hit the opponents behind you. 3. Buda Mihara. Reduce the second hit with a whiff. Approach up for 1+2. Recovery time for both. She didn't really get that much changes, honestly. Nina is characterized by strong pulse and rapid fire attacks that allow her to dominate close range combat, as well as a basic ability to technical maneuvers such as Betrayer and sidestep cancels. Justin will formally focus primarily on elements of recovery health, with the aim of expanding her available options in neutral. A new fast starting move that removes the opponent's recovery health on hit, down forward 2. Since it can also be performed with down forward 2, it functions as a mid option from standing and can be selected flexibly depending on the situation. Review is a move. For 4-4-2, chip down block was added, making it easier to run offense that leverages block chip pressure. Wow. Additionally, 4-4 was done so that it counter hit B areas not stable and easier to address. Addressing proficiently, inconsistently, and counter hit reactions. Crouching down forward 2 is a new move, or she could do down forward 2. So this is Cupid. While rising 1-4, change so that while rising 1-4, the second can now be canceled into sidestep. That's hand. 4-4 now turns the opponent on counter hit, decrease the recurring by 1 frame, and the frame band on block from -8 to -7, and on hit from +3 to +4. Down for 1-2, change the opponent's behavior on counter hit for the second hit to match that of normal hit. Down for 3+4, the behavior of the opponent on counter hit has been changed. Back 2-2, the damage of the second hit has been decreased by 16 to 12 frames. The damage now causes dip damage in 4-4-2. Reduce case with follow-up attacks with whiff. 1-2-2-2, 1+2 reduce the hitbox behind you for instances with attack with undershit with hit opponents behind you. Running 3, the hitbox has been reduced. While rising 1, she didn't really get no nerfs. 4-2, yeah, she. Yeah, it seems like she ain't getting nerfed. Let's look at, this is the last page, right? No, it's 2 more pages, that's fine. Let's look at Paul. Paul is a powerful mid and low attacks and stopping forward advancing techniques, allowing him to break down opponents with simply a rolling force. Adjustments were made to emphasize over speed, allowing players of all skill levels to experience a satisfying sense of impact. Along with additional new moves, several existing things will also be refined. New move 4-2-3. The new move 4-2-3 was added with the property of knocking the opponent back on block, creating distance. This trait makes it easier to transition into wall pressure situations. For other moves as well, the knockback on block was straightened. Throughout, it has become easier to transition into offensive options. New move, Lion's Claw 4-2-2-3. Doing heat 4-4-2, 1+2. The difference between opponent and player has been changed. The penalty heat has been lowered, and the input window is faster. 4-3-1. Increase the recovery time on the first hit and change the frame advantage on hit from +2 to 0. Decrease the opponent's recovery time block for by 3 frames. Change the frame advantage on block from -9 to -14. Damn, 4-3-2, 4-3-1 is -14 now. Reduce the distance on block of the first attack. Increase the opponent's recovery time of the second hit by then change the frame advantage on block from -10 to -13. Perfect input 4-4-2-1. The distance between the opponent and block has increased. The opponent recovery time when blocking has been increased by 3 frames. The advantage on block has been changed. Wow, 4-4-2-1 is -1 on block now. That's crazy. Running 2, the distance between the player and the opponent has been increased. While staying 3-2, the distance between the opponent and block has been increased. The opponent's recovery time when blocking has been increased, and the advantage on block from -9 to -7. The hitbox on main battles has been extended. Crouching down forward 2-1 does chip damage now. That's crazy. Sway 1. Hitbox only expanded hitbox only against opponents who have down the BL on opponent on hit has been changed. Heat smash. And the other is just bug changes. Raven. Mid low attacks as well as follow-up technique from Soul Stone. In version 3, his neutral options were streamlined. Adjustments were made to make it easier. A new launcher usable through Soul Side was added. Although the move has a slow start, its warp property made it easier to transition to mind games after doing Spirit on block. Okay, let's see. New move, Soul Storm 3+4. You can now use the move during Soul Storm. Time attack parry. Reduce the amount of heat recovery time from 60 to 30 on all his stuff. Back 1, the opponent's behavior on counter hit was changed so that follow-up attacks are not possible. Up forward 3 is -13 now. And with this change, air combos are possible on hit. Fracture down 2, the behavior on counter is changed. Shadow Reprint 1. The frame advantage on hit is +4 to +9 now. Opponent's recovery time on blocking has reduced 2 frames. And now it's -6 on block. And when transiting Soul Storm, the frame advantage is from 0 to -2. Shadow Sprint 1+2. The opponent's recovery time when blocking has reduced 2 frames. The advantage on block has been changed from +2 to 0. The behavior of opponent on counter has been changed. Soulstone 1. 3-3-3-4. The attack hitbox has been reduced. When the opponent's behind you, 4-4-3. Won't whiff no more. And 4-4-3+4. Doesn't whiff like that. Reina. Fast-paced offense, built on defense around numerous stance stuff. Version 3.0 adjustments were made to expand her options after transition and Unsuckle, make it easier to create new offensive routes, while also standing on frame band and the Senkai. And Heaven's Wrath to improve consistency on supported clear decisions. A new high attack with homing property was added for use doing Unsuckle on counter hit. Downfall 1-2 will connect as guaranteed follow-up, allowing Reina to transition to heat. As a result, the range of options after entering Unsuckle has been broadened, making it easier to respond to the opponent's actions. Recovery time has been transition was reduced and frame rate was adjusted. The recovery time, new move, while Stone Cutter, the recovery time when tried on Sentai was reduced by 18 frames on 112. 2-2-2-2. Frame advantage on block is -6 now. Time when the action can be formed into transition has been shortened by 4 frames. The window for parrying high and mid attacks has been changed from 40 to 49 to 29 to 55, easier to parry. 4-3+4 reduced the tracking. Down 2 behavior of the opponent on counter hit was changed. Down back 2. There's the opponent's behavior on hit when the second hit of a counter hit, and change from frame advantage on hit from -3 to +3. The opponent's recovery time on block has reduced by 2 frames, and the advantage on block has been changed from -4 to -6. The window for parrying and mid attacks was changed, and the Heaven's Wrath doing heat was changed from 42F to 55. 31 to 55. Recovery time was reduced on Heaven's Wrath. The other stuff is just bug changes. Damn, 2 more pages. There's a lot of changes, man. Imagine labbing all this in one day. Alright, so let's see what they do to Shaheen. Let's just look at the patch notes. So he got a new move with single hit mid attack that triggers Tornado was added 3+4. As well as it become easier to aim for a tornado even in sudden situation. Addition, because the move is difficult to punish on block, is easier to use in grounded situations. Hold 1, up for 1, the star was made 1 frame faster, the hitbox was improved. The move is now easier to incorporate into air combos. Spin the wheel, input has changed doing heat for 1+2. Down 4-3+4 can now be performed while crouching down 4-3+4. Crouching down 4-2 can now be performed doing stealth step. The start of the attack has been changed from 18 to 17 frames. Expanded the hitbox downward. Adjusted situations with to detection to mitigate the issue of swapping position with the opponent with certain moves. Hold down the start of attack 17 frames on the big punch. And it does 35 damage now. 1-2-4. Adjust the opponent's behavior on down hit. Down 4. The distance on block has been reduced. Back 4. Adjusted it so it could hit easier. 4 running 2. The opponent's behavior on hit has changed, so I wonder what it does. Maybe it just hits you. Doing self set down 4-2-1. Extending the input window for the second by 3 frames. Standing jab fixing the issue with certain techniques against his move. Recovery time for the player has become shortened. 4-3+4. Floor break will now only occur on the final hit of the move. While standing 2. Reduce the hitbox. Fix the bug. Slide. Fix the bug. Side set 1+2. Fix the bug. And doing stealth set 4, fix a bug. So Steve, ducking left 1+2 and ducking right 1+2. A new move usable from duck. Follow attacks are possible on counter hit. Leader War triggers a wall splat, making it easier to control close range offense situations and integrate transitions and neutral game. New moves and follows were added to Lionheart, making it easier to create sequences that include transition quick spin. As a result, the rhythm game has been expanded. Adding new moves, Nemesis Hook. Change that doing peekaboo can be used to crouching state. The behavior of the opponent has been changed on down back 1+2. On block, increase the recovery on -3. No change in the frame advantage. 1-1-1, change the opponent's behavior on block. No longer results in continuous block. Flicker down 1-1, no result in continuous block. Doing Lionheart 3+4 now can be performed. Now can now be performed quick spin. Doing Lionheart up for 1+2 can now be performed leg hook throw. Doing two-face 1 or 2. An issue was fixed where throw breaks could fail to occur when a counter hit. 2/2. The tracking ability of the second hit has been enhanced on block of the first attack. 1+2. Weaken the tracking of the second hit only when the first hit whips, reducing instances where it would start tracking the opponent through part way through. It has the hitbox of the second hit only when the first hit connects, or is blocked, reducing instant where the second hit will whiff. Up back 2. The tracking was adjusted to reduce cases where the move will come out in the opposite direction. Up 4-3-2, bug fix. Quarter 4-1, bug fix. Victor, he got a new move. Up back 2. It's Victor's first hold enable technique, so he got a move you can hold when held. He does a mid attack that allows Victor to act before the opponent even if the move is blocked. Addition, when the move makes contact and putting up back 2 goes in the stance, he can mix you up. There's going to be a lot of stuff to lab and a lot of stuff to fight. Frame Band, key moves up for 2-1-1 and doing stance 1 was straightened to improve Victor's neutral. So Victor could do more easier pressure now. So hold up back 2, new move. Increase the opponent's recovery time on hit by 2 frames and change the frame badges on hit from +2 to +4. The distance from the opponent on hit has been reduced on 1+2, so it's more plus frames on hit. Back 4, increase the opponent's recovery time by 1 frame, +13 to +14. Up forward 1-1. It's faster now. Frame band on block was changed from -10 to -9. The timing for transition and the exit stand was made 1 frame fast. The frame band on block was changed from -10 to -9, while the frame band on hit was changed from +3 to +4. On the stance joint, the timing transition for 1-1 is -9 now, and it's +4 on hit. Iron stance 4 is -12 now, and it's +4 on hit now, and on counter it's +9. Doing iron stance down 1, 0 frames. Back 3 has been expanded, no more whiffing, and 1+2, no more whiffing. So I guess the last page is Yoshimitsu, right? Zayu and Yoshimitsu and Safina. Okay, last characters finally. So for Zayu, she got a new move up for 2, and she can prevent back turn position. And then she got a new move, frame data on while crouching down for 2-1, make it easier to develop offense from it. Now able to use the move from back facing opponent up for 2. This hitbox has been beefed or whatever. While standing 3 is a new move. She can transition in a crouching state now. It changes the opponent's behavior on block. Alternative state from crouching to standing. The difference between the player and the opponent on block has been increased. Back 4, the opponent's recovery time when blocking has been increased by 2 frames, and advantage on block has been changed from -11 to -9. Expand the hurt box downward. 4-4-3, the opponent's behavior on counter was adjusted so that the block is no longer possible during the recovery. The distance from the opponent on counter hit has been reduced. 4-4-4, expand the hurt box. They expanded the attack hitbox downward. Crouching down for 2-1 is now +5 on hit. Back turn 3+4. Behavior on counter is changed. 4-2-1-2. It won't whiff. 4-4-2-1 won't whiff. 1-3. You could jump over it. Yoshimitsu is a cancer character that Moonsault Slayer uses, and he's like Howard Stern. And yeah, so up forward 1+2 is a new move from the existing up forward 2 in Kensho, and as a result, he could do 1 up forward 1-1 to broaden Yoshimitsu's mind games. Adjustment was made since when using moves like down 2-2 and 3-2-2 in the wall combos, the opponent Yoshimitsu would sometimes switch places. With new move up forward 2 1+2, change the frame advantage to -10. Doing Kumato whatever Kiwami. Now transitions in Indian and Manji. Doing heat, it doesn't wall splat anymore. The heat smash 1-1 on counter has been adjusted, so on 1-1 doesn't counter hit launcher no more. 2-2, expand the hitbox back 2-2. The opponent's hit on the side was corrected. Doing side step 2, fix a bug. 4-4, fix a bug. Down 4-4, fix a bug. Down 1-1, fix the bugs on that and fix the tracking or whatever. Down 3, fix the bug. Down back 3, increase the distance on opponent down hit. Back 2 1+2, fix an issue. Running 3, fix an issue. So it's all bug fixes. There's nothing really, he didn't really get no changes. Safina is a character who used the Azel powers, new move up forward 3, down 1. Transition to Mantis. The opponent be able to hit before they was also follow attacks. A 4-3-1 goes into Mantis now. Scarecrow 3+4 now turns into Mantis. Change the opponent's be able to hit. Down 3 hurt box change and 4 3+4 hitbox change. So yeah, man, that's all the changes. I hope you guys liked the patch. That was a lot of reading, a lot of studying. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe. And yeah, man, we'll go through a league guide soon in the next couple of weeks, you heard?